I remember you guys kind of talking about desperation and wanting this team to play desperate. How did you feel that in that second half?
Yeah, I feel like we wanted it. I think for me, Azure kind of came out like fire in the first half, and obviously I take matchup seriously. She was busting my ass the first half. Second half, she had 4 points. So I think everybody else was doing their job, and I wasn't doing my job. So I wanted to step up to the plate in the second half and make sure we finished this job. And I think we were just super hungry tonight, and we just executed. Obviously, only 11 turnovers today, and they only made 1 3 in the second half. So I'm proud of us.
We're going to Brian, front row.
A question for both of you. Just want to get your thoughts on just the crowd and just the look they gave you guys tonight.
No, you gotta answer something. I think it was great. Obviously, that's our 6 man. They stuck with us through it out. Obviously, our record doesn't show how many people come out and support us every night. They could sit at home and not want to care and support. And I think they believe in us still, and they still trust the process. So I'm really happy to have individuals out here. Look at them; they're just waiting out there for us, and they really love us and support us, no matter ups or downs. So all of that.
We'll go Julia, then Christian.
You know, I have to ask about the three. You know that you've been stretching your shooting all season, but kind of just how did that feel to get that off, and how do you feel like you've been maybe working on different aspects of your shooting this year?
I felt pretty good. Yeah.
We're going to Christian, front row.
I was going to follow up on that. You did knock it down. So how can we get you to take more of those with confidence since we know that you can do it?
I think I just got to keep working on them. I think I'm starting to get more confident. Yeah, just keep working on it.
And then you guys really picked it up in the third quarter and the fourth quarter instead of, the third quarter kind of going the other way. How was the locker room and how did you guys stay motivated, to kind of get that done?
Yeah, like I said, first half, obviously, Azure killed us. First half, and I think we just took accountability for that and just sitting down and wanting to guard. Obviously, I think our guards did a great job tonight. They came out and guarded tonight, and our coach has been cussing them out all week, past couple weeks, about guarding, and they stepped up to the plate. And tonight was the post, so it was me. So just being able to play as a team and come together, and just kudos to the guards. They continue to put their heads down and work every day, and I'm really proud of them.
We're going to Carly Bell, then Chris.
This is for either of you guys, but I spoke to both of you about mentally staying strong after the stretch that's happened here, now kind of ending this 3-game losing streak. How do you guys want to build on this momentum and not let it slip like we've seen throughout the rest of the season?
Yeah, we got to set the tone every single night. I think we've let a lot of games slip away from us in the past, and I think tonight we just really wanted to come out and win this one. For our crowd, for ourselves, and just for each other. And I think we came out and did that tonight, so I'm super proud. And obviously we'll miss Mill while she's gone, but I think we'll be able to step up to the plate because obviously Ewa's been coming in and playing great minutes for us too. So kudos to her as well.
We're going to Chris, second row.
Angel, when you got the fourth foul in the third quarter, how did you change the way that you played, or did you change it at all? And what was that thought process kind of playing the second half of those 4 fouls?
I knew that wasn't a foul, also because I talked to the ref and he was like, it was tough to call because both of us had each other hooked. But I can't shy away because if I shy away, I'm not going to be confident. I can't do the best things for the team. So I just try to stay confident. I know if I was leaving my 5th or 6th, I knew he will come in and handle business. So I wasn't really worried. Just trying to play free as possible because I think that just helps our team.
We're going to Andy, then Mia, third row.
Angel, you brought it up already, the reduction in turnovers. You guys played great out there. I thought the chemistry between the two of you, especially in the second half, was phenomenal. Seems like you were always making that extra pass, finding one another. Have you guys specifically been working on that, or is that just kind of a part of the work you've been doing as a team? It's kind of showing the court.
I think post pass the best to each other. I know when Mill likes the ball and she knows where I like the ball. And obviously we put in a lot of work and we just continue to get better. Obviously we've had up and down games, but we're all-stars. And we're going to continue to prove it. Obviously, this is the last week for All-Star voting. Camilla, she should be All-Star. It's her first year. She could have got it last year with injury, but she should be an All-Star this year. I think we've had up and down games, obviously, but being consistent and coming out every night. Obviously, you don't put up 27 on nothing, against anybody. She's been consistent. Obviously, she's going away, but that doesn't take away what she's done. So her, me, Ariel, I know we belong to All-Star.
Thank you, Angel.
Thank you.
We'll go to Mia, then Mike.
Mill, tonight you had your career high in points against the Sparks. I don't know if you know this, but you have also a career high in blocks and rebounds against the Sparks. And those are all 3 different games. So I'm just wondering, is there something about the Sparks that just brings that dog out of you, or is it just coincidental?
No, it's just coincidental. I think my teammates did a great job just finding me today whenever I was open. Yeah.
And they pick her number 2, so we got lucky.
We'll go to Mike, back row.
Ladies, the physicality and the animosity was there since the start of this game. And this, of course, as we mentioned, is the third game in 4 days. How did you guys respond as a team and keep that physicality and the energy up in this one?
Yeah, I think just taking days day by day. Obviously, our coaches have done a great job giving us the film. They put the work in on the off hours, and we just come in and make sure we execute. I think tonight we kind of took it personal to know our KYP and just knowing our matchups and being able to guard. Like, if we're gonna get beat, we're gonna get beat on sets. Like, we shouldn't be getting beat a guard by just shooting threes. They continue to shoot threes. Like, things have to change, and I think we have to celebrate our small wins. Obviously, it hasn't come up in the last couple of games where we should have won games, but tonight felt really good for us, and I'm really proud of where we are.
Got time for a few more. We'll go Zachary, then Carly Bell.
Hey, Angel. I'm sure you saw Lisa Leslie was in attendance, and you and her have obviously cultivated a relationship recently. What does it mean for you to have her present here tonight in this big game? And did you get a chance to talk to her after the game?
Yeah, I got to talk to her a little bit after. She just told me to continue to work. She's like, "You're a beast on the boards, obviously." But she's amazing, an amazing woman. And obviously, you don't see a lot of players that have played this league come back and support how she does. That's a great big sister, mom, aunt, whatever you want to call it. She's been great. And obviously, she doesn't have to do it. She doesn't have to do it. And that's why this past year I put her in my McDonald's commercial because of what she's done for the game. Like, on and off the court, she's a baddie. You see her when she walks in, her aura, you feel her energy. So I just love being able to have somebody in our corner that really supports the game and supports us, not just because of we're popular or anything. Like, she deep down supports. She sends me Bible verses in the morning sometimes. She tells me she's praying for me. She sends me little clips of what I can do better. So just being able to have her in my corner has just really been the best thing for me this offseason.
We'll go back to Carly Bell, front row.
It's for either of you guys. Do you feel like this was the most sound and cohesive defensive performance that you guys have had this season?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. We're tired of getting cussed out. not literally, but I think just for as a post, I think for the first half of the game, being in the plugs, obviously I don't know if y'all know what that means, but the post, we had to be better in our plugs, and I think that was what got me caught with Azure on the 3. Obviously, haven't played a lot of stretch fours, obviously, but just being able to be where we need to be is super important. Like I said, kudos to the guards, because we be seeing y'all be on their ass on Twitter and shit like that, so I need y'all to just let them hoop. Like, it's going to be a process. Obviously, a lot of people are playing out of position. They're guarding the best guard that they have probably never guarded before, even though they're 8-9 years in. Like, just trust the process. Like, give them some grace, give us some grace, and give Tyler and the staff grace, because this is a lot of our first and second years of this, and it's hard.
We'll close out with Roberta on Zoom. Please unmute. Time for one question, please. No follow-ups.
Você está aqui só para apoio moral, mas eu queria saber como é que você traz essa energia do Career High para America.
Oi, tudo bem? Acho que continuar focada e ir lá e representar o Brasil, né? É isso que a gente faz, e o meu sonho sempre foi para representar o meu país, e eu estou muito feliz de estar indo lá e representar.
Muito obrigada.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone. Tyler will be next.
Thank you.
she's a commanding presence down there, and when she makes up her mind that she wants to establish position and she wants to get to the rim, there's not a whole lot defenses can do about it. And when they do, they're bringing multiple bodies, which leaves someone else open. So that's the impact that she has when she's out there, when she's assertive and aggressive.
Go to Brian.
Coach, in the first half, is there like a special message or anything that you gave to the bigs? Because I just seen they just picked up their activity well. So.
Yeah, but it wasn't just for them. It was for the whole team. I just felt like LA was playing just with more aggression, with a faster pace, and we were just kind of allowing them to move where they wanted to move. And that wasn't part of the game plan. That wasn't part of the energy that we wanted to play with in the first half. And, we made a little bit of run that closed out the half, and it wasn't as bad as it looked or could have been going into half, down 6, I think. And, but second half, I thought we came out with the same, with a different level of intensity. We were able to carry that all the way through the second half. So.
We'll go Mike, Carly, Christian.
Coach, at the start of the season, we talked to you and a bunch of the players about adjusting to a new system. They also mentioned your championship pedigree. We've seen a lot of rough third quarters and second halves. We didn't see that tonight. Is tonight's victory kind of a sign that that system is being adapted to by this team? I don't know if you can get that just from one game. I think you got to build up some consistency over the course of a few games to really feel that. But what I will say is that the effort that we gave in Atlanta, our last game, combined with the effort that we gave for most of the game tonight, I think that lets us know that we're trending in the right direction. We've had a level of fight and will that has kind of carried us, allowed us to be in games these last two, and fortunately to come out on top today. But the messaging is just that we can't have anything less than that effort-wise. If we give the right level of effort, we take care of the ball, if we stay attentive to the game plan, and we'll find ourselves in some of these games. And so that's been the messaging thus far.
We'll go Carly and then Christian.
Marsh, would you say that this is the most sound and cohesive defensive performance you've seen out of your team this season?
Yeah, I think that in the second half, for sure. And so we want to put together 40 minutes and not put ourselves in a hole early in the game. But we protected the three much better in the second half. I think it was 1 for 10. And so I just thought our commitment to staying connected to bodies and being able to cover for each other and scramble opportunities, I think that we were able to put a little bit more pressure on the opposing offense, and came out on the right side today. So.
Go to Christian.
Coach, you guys did a really good job, especially in the first half, of containing Kelsey. With him, of course, we saw that Azare was shooting lights out behind the arc, and then you guys adjusted. Angel talked about the adjustment that she made, but what kind of went into talking to the team and adjusting to the players that were doing really well tonight?
Angel, don't let Azare shoot anymore. and she took on the assignment. I think Azare was 6 for 6 in the first half, and so they put you in some predicaments because you get in ball screens with Plum and Hamby, and Hamby's a hard roller to the rim that puts pressure in the paint. And you put her in balls and put Plum in ball screens with Azare. You got to pick your poison because she can pick and pop and shoot those threes. And so they present a lot of issues offensively for a team. And so, but again, I just thought that our commitment to the game plan in that second half and just our level of effort ramped up a notch, and I thought that was allowing us to cover areas that we weren't necessarily able to cover in that first half.
Go to Chris, second row.
Tyler, in the second half, multiple players had 3-4 fouls. How did you see the team adjust to that while not losing aggressiveness?
I think it was a matter of doing our work early a little bit. I think that sometimes that's we preach doing your work early, whether it's in the post or on the perimeter, a lot just to avoid being in foul trouble. A lot of times foul troubles come when you're late getting to a spot or late getting into a body, and the refs only see the retaliation of physicality. They don't necessarily see the initial. So we want to be able to be physical early, so that now it puts us in position to defend the way that we want to defend. And so I thought we just did a better job of that in the second half.
Go to Dalton, bro.
Yeah, Coach, good team win tonight. Can you speak to having Mariah Jefferson back in the lineup?
It was great. I know she didn't play much tonight, but you can underestimate what it does for a locker room from a morale boost standpoint. Just having someone who's fought so hard to get back and to be in this position. She didn't care that she played 2 minutes tonight. She just was great and happy and grateful to dress out and be out there with her teammates and support them. And she's that support hasn't wavered even when she was sidelined. So she's one of our most vocal on the team, and that continued tonight. And I know her teammates were proud to see her out there today.
We'll go Zachary, then Carly.
Hey, Coach. Ariel, even though she fouled out today, just contributed immensely in terms of scoring and assists, and also taking some really crucial shots at various points, especially down the stretch. How much of her presence, especially at the one position, has been valuable to you and to the team at this point?
Extremely valuable. I think that what we've seen in the last 2 games really is her willingness to be more aggressive, and she's thinking less. I think when she was on the ball as our primary ball handler, she was thinking just a little bit too much of how to get others involved, and I think some of that was probably on me, and so it's just about simplifying things for her so that she can be in the best position to be the best version of herself, which is scoring the basketball. And so some of that was being able to put Rachel on the ball more and allowing Ariel to navigate off the ball a little bit more and put her in more positions to score and to get downhill. And so that's kind of been what it is.
Time for a couple more. We'll go Carly.
Marsh, I spoke to players beforehand, and the one thing that they said about wanting to stay mentally strong through the losses heading into this was just trusting the process. Something that you also preached from the start of the season. A month-ish into this season and having your system implemented, do you feel like that process is starting to produce the results that you want to see, regardless of record?
At times, yes, from a basketball standpoint. I think when you talk process, I think that a lot of that is off the court as well. A lot of that is how you handle adversity, how you handle the ups and downs of a season, how you stay mentally focused, how you continue to fight, how you continue to stay together from a camaraderie standpoint. And so from that standpoint, yes, I think that we've excelled in that area. I think we could have folded a long time ago. And you can look at some of the scores and kind of assume that something is what it really isn't inside our locker room, but we continue to believe, we continue to trust each other, we continue to stay locked into what our goal and our mission is. And then from a basketball standpoint, I think that we see glimpses here and there, and we want that to be more consistent. I think it has been more consistent, from the Atlanta game and then tonight, and so we want to continue to build on that and not take steps backwards.
We'll close out with Roberta on Zoom. Please unmute.
Hi, Coach. After such a performance by Camila today and with her leaving tomorrow, how does the team prepare for her absence? What's the impact of her absence on the team?
Yeah, I mean it's a big impact, but also it's an opportunity for the rest of the team to step up and to fill in when needed. It's unfortunately not the first time that we've been in a situation like this year. So it was the same kind of feeling when Swoop went down, and it was just we gotta make up for what we're losing. And so we'll hold it down as best we can for the next few games while Camila's competing overseas. But I think that if we compete with the level of effort that we've had these last 2 games, we should still be in a decent position to be in these games and to have a chance to win. And so I don't really know what that looks like yet schematically. We just want to take one game at a time, but we'll put together a game plan that allows us to compete at Golden State and not LA on the road.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.